Stephanie. Like this. Stephanie. A bird shot on me. And Stephanie she's like, what? I said, because the thing is, I am jovial as hell, but I was so serious.
And calm. I was so confused. People around us were looking at us confused. I was like, I don't see no bad shit.
Stephanie turned around. She's like, no, there's not.
I stopped. I saw what was a misassassination from Cedric the Seagulls cousins. And that's why I said it's good to mind your business. Because what did I say in the previous episode? I said they will come back for you.
Hi, guys.
Hello, hi, hello.
I'm curled up like a prawn currently, but it's because I'm not gonna lie to you. Me and Steph had a technical error on our normal recording day, so we're back in here after work
on a dirty, stinking Monday.
Smelling.
We just can't do the engineer things. We're just talent.
We're actually just talent.
Engineering.
Treat us like the babes we are. We are just talent.
We're just talent with no funds.
Broke talent.
That's why.
Because no one will buy us a fucking coffee.
Just buy us a coffee. It's fine though. When Patreon comes, if you lie, don't open your wallet. You miss out on the content because the plans we have.
Just don't think you understand.
Stay there.
The series we're about to give you.
Legendary stuff. You, the guys that are with the gang now, you guys, I actually envy you lot because you actually get to see where we're going with this in real time. Guys, we're here. We're committed. We embrace it because it's part of the journey. And one day we'll look back at episode 500 and remember these days.
It's a recording. It's a recording.
Well.
Also, guys, you notice me and Steph.
You didn't have to point it out. It's fine. Yes, we're wearing the same earrings.
And I can't wait to tell you, this episode is a very special episode.
We're not going into any topics apart from our road trip.
We had our first. Look at me. We had our first. We just got here road trip.
Yes. We went to Brighton. Someone guessed Southend. I get why you would think it was Southend, but I technically live at Southend, so that's not.
Oh, we should go to the beach. Actually, after going to Brighton, I would like to go to the beach, like a beach day with my mates.
Yeah, but I would like to go to Brighton, to the actual beach, because I find it quite wild how we drove to Brighton, saw the sea, saw it from a distance, but never actually went to the beach.
Yeah.
We did everything but go to the beach.
Yeah, we walked around the town centre.
Yeah. We bought... Oh, God. We'll get to that town centre incident. Because this is why... there's a big lesson in this. It is that you should mind your goddamn business. Mind your goddamn business. When that... don't worry. When we get into you understand why I'm saying that. But first of all, how was your week?
My week's been good. What was my L of the week again? Let me start with my win of the week. Actually, let's go into it. I can't remember my L of the week. My win of the week is I am transitioning. That sounded so.
I mean, we support you either way.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Christopher.
I think I'd make her great, man.
No, you won't. In your head, you think you will. Because in your head, you think you look like K1. You don't. You don't.
You don't. In my head. But K1's voice also, when I heard her talk, I was like...
You're really committed.
Like, the voice is very, like...
You're really committed.
Wait, hold on. Let me try it. Steph. No, it's not. That's not deep enough.
She sounds like me.
Steph.
She sounds...
I don't know how to do it.
She sound... They... What? She sounds like
it's
me.
It's a she, right?
I don't know. I like to respect people's right. I don't know. So I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Fair. But
so,
let's use they.
Let's just use they. They sound like me.
You don't sound like a man, bro.
I have my octaves,
What was that?
a little deep voice.
Say a sentence.
Hello.
What is that?
It does go. It can go deep. I think.
You just sound like you have phlegm in the back of your throat.
I do have phlegm at the back of my throat, to be fair.
That's what it sounded like.
My bad. But I do feel like, yeah, they've got a voice.
My L of the week found it. It was, I have realized I'm just a big cat. So, what we know about cats, right? Is that they sleep outside doors to like watch out for any predators or prey. Where does Chook sleep?
Not my useless
I
cats.
was gonna say, where do they
My
sleep?
useless cats sleep in the bed, as close as you will let them get. One will be in between your leg, the other one will be on your side, knowing that if you roll over, you could kill them, but they rather take the risk. Them man are just as scared as us about by the door.
Sorrel will sleep at the door to just keep watch.
Well, then you have a useful cat.
I mean,
My cats
Sorrel
only
can't.
stay by the door when I'm in the bathroom and they're trying to peep. That's the only time you will see them, when they have one eye through the crack of the door trying to watch me pee or take a shit. Apart, they're in the bed, in between my, God forbid I sleep with my legs slightly open. Chichi will just squeeze herself through there. Then Chooks will now squeeze himself next to the body. He's like, fuck it, I know that if I roll over, this bitch is going to kill me. But I'd rather take the risk because it's not us that will go down. It's not us. If there's someone that comes through here, no, we ain't fighting no one. Them lot. They say, oh, black cats are evil. These ones, useless.
So I realized that I've obviously moved house and I am struggling to sleep in the bedroom. And I realized the reason I'm struggling to sleep with the bedroom is too removed from the rest of the house. So I'd rather sleep in the living room on the sofa because it means that I can visually see anything that happens. So if someone breaks
You'll be the first person they see, which means you'll be the first person that will die. At least if you're upstairs, it gives you time.
Yeah.
And also, now that I've seen the sofa
It's
that
tiny.
you're claiming
It's a
to
love
sleep on,
seat.
you're not lying down straight on that thing. It's a love seat.
It's a love seat.
Now that I've seen the sofa you're talking about, it's a bit mad. You're not even lying down.
I'm cold. Like
You're
this.
curled like a prawn in that sofa. So by the time you even try and get up from the sofa, if there was an intruder, they would have killed you.
And the thing,
Because you have to uncurl yourself from the sofa.
and the thing is, you didn't get to see upstairs because if you see upstairs, it's a full functioning
I
bed.
trust it to be a full functioning bed, and you've curled yourself like a prawn on a one-seater, thinking that what are you going to do, protect the house?
Yeah.
You.
But in my head, yeah, you know, I think I like if I get mad.
That's how you die like a rat. That by the time you even try and get up from the sofa, find your bearings, try and lift yourself up, you're dead. You're dead.
Yeah, no, you're right. Because I love to think like I can back the beef if there was ever beef. I'm just a girl.
They
actually.
bust you like you're dead.
I'm just.
Don't even
I'm
move.
just
Don't,
play
because the
dead.
struggle to get out of that, so just lay there. Act like you already died. Don't say a word. Let them carry whatever they want. Not that there's much to carry.
I was gonna say.
There ain't nothing there but fairy lights and bags.
And clothes in bags.
The most light-skinned house ever. This girl don't have shit in there but a love seat and fairy lights around the mirror. I said, you ain't got a TV. I know you hung those fairy lights up and you said home. You thought you ate with those fairy lights.
There's plug-in air fresheners. The house smells nice.
It's also very warm.
But you've complained about
It
this
was
on this
giving
podcast.
DMU days. I got a headache. Guys, it was hot in that bitch. I was there trying not to pass out in that little love seat, trying to figure out why she has fairy lights. And no, there's no TV, nothing for entertainment. She's there telling me that I don't need a TV. I could just use my laptop. I'm like, what if you have company? She's like, yeah, but we'll just use our laptop. If you think I'm coming around to movie that to gather around your laptop.
No, I didn't say that. What I did say is I hadn't thought about it. Also, we had a conversation on this very pod.
Yeah, no one's coming.
No one's coming.
But I'm there.
You are there.
I don't want to watch shit on your laptop.
There was music playing.
Okay.
Alexa was doing her thing.
It was very cheesy R&B. It's like the R&B you play, like someone plays who doesn't listen to R&B that tries to prove that they're with the culture. It was very cheesy. It was giving TikTok.
It was very much like Amazon, because like you know sometimes you have to say to Alexa, play Spotify. Da, 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 da. I said, Alexa, play R&B, and she gave me what she had.
And that's how Alexa exposed that she's actually a white man.
Such a white man.
Such a white man. Because I was like, what is this?
Because there weren't no someone.
It's dark. The curtains were closed. It's hot as hell. These random fairy lights on. I'm in this one love seat, surrounded by bags.
It could be a sex. It could be a sex.
It literally could be.
It
could be a sex pen. It felt like I was trafficked for a second. I was like, this is interesting.
Yeah, because I had the salt lamp with the little
you
orange
didn't even have
glow.
like, the fairy lights properly. I don't even know where you were going with that artistic direction. It was just like that one bit that was stuck to the mirror and then down. It was even tangled.
No. There's two. So there's one around the mirror and then one on the bottom as well.
And that's what you did. That's what you
That's what I did.
prioritized.
And I said home.
You prioritized. And you said home.
I got the carpet, the rug.
Yeah, the rug is nice.
And yeah, then it's the fridge, washing machine, food. Barely food, actually. Oh my God, I'm struggling. I'm so out of my routine. But obviously, that's probably why I'm sleeping on the sofa rather than bed.
No more chef, boy. Better start frying that rice. Your little udon noodle that you're skewing back, man. Bring it out.
No, it's actually because I
got
actually
your
have
wok?
to. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, of course. I trust
I've got
you.
my wok, my rice cooker.
And that's it.
I've got a slow cooker. I've got my air fryer. I got everything now.
Yeah.
So I got knives the other day. Needed that. Yeah, that's about it.
Got a microwave?
No, not yet.
They're doing sale. I actually had to go look up the cost of a microwave.
I
that's
keep
how
on
I
telling
realised it's probably a me issue.
It is actually, when you were saying it's £100, I was like, girl, they're like 60.
But I'm not buying a £65 microwave either.
Why?
Because that's my food you're heating. That's a very important job you have there. And I'm impatient.
When we went to so the Airbnb we stayed at on the weekend, which we're about to tell you about, guys, they had the microwave I want, the Scandi one. Did you see it?
With the wooden handle?
Yes.
I just feel like we need to stop scamming people with wood. That you and I know that microwave has never seen the Scandis in its life.
Scandi style?
I don't, because it has a bit of wood.
Yeah.
Anyway, that Airbnb owner clearly thought they ate. In general,
they did.
They thought they ate.
There was a lot of decor.
Oh,
but this is one thing that's gonna annoy Steph. They had a swing in like a swing seat in the Airbnb.
And this one,
I know my light skin house.
She went to go search to find a swing seat for her house. I said, sister, I think there are other things we need to prioritize here.
Like the walking pad, which I'm really missing.
Perhaps a TV.
You keep on shouting about this TV, right?
Perhaps a TV.
And the walking pad is actually a priority.
Otherwise, you continue to run away from your house and just come back and curl like a prawn on the love seat every day. Make your house a home.
I need the walking pad to make it a home.
You need a TV.
I'll get that, man.
You need a TV.
I'll get it later.
Carry on with your LNWs of the week.
So yeah, I obviously sleep downstairs by open doors to make sure I protect the home, because I'm the man of the home now. In other news, what is my win of the week? I'm in a transitional period, and I feel apathy a lot. Everything's just like one foot in front of the other, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm being a big girl. I don't know if I'm in denial or not though, but it's a win. Just about when things are overwhelming. Today I was a bit like whoa, but I think I felt a bit whoa because it was a long weekend. Yeah, and it might be exhaustion.
Yeah, I'm tired. Don't expect me to be outside until like 2026.
Yeah, you ain't coming out for a while.
Wow.
Tell a lie though. You've got my birthday coming up.
Which will be a quiet dinner, no?
No.
Where are you going?
I don't know, but now I want to do something a bit more active.
Oh my God. You don't need to leave me in my house, please.
We could do like strawberry picking, you mentioned. Do you find that fun?
Okay.
And then something else. I feel like I want to go to Brighton to eat though. Because there was one restaurant that was actually fantastic. And obviously all the fish is fresh.
Yeah, there's actually really good restaurants there. There's also Soho House.
Yeah, there is.
I want to go to Soho Farmhouse, but I don't want to get a membership and I don't want to drive there. So
How far is the drive?
it's like near Oxford.
Oh, fair. Anyway, what's your win and L of the week?
My L of the week. So I tried to play hairdresser on Sunday. My husband has locks, so I've been promising that I will give him a little treatment for weeks now.
Did you look it up?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
So yeah, I was playing hairdresser. Washed the hair, gave it a little condition, put it under my little hooded dryer, right?
Mm.
Now, I have been very cautious about using my hooded dryer on my hair dryer because my hair dryer is about 16 years old.
Jesus.
But she's been doing her job.
And sometimes the old ones are good ones. They're yeah.
Let me finish the story first.
Okay.
So, what I like to do is that I'll put it on for like 2-3 minutes straight, then I switch it off so it can rest, right? Mm. I must have put on the dryer on no heat, so I thought we're good, right? Until I started to see flames coming out of the hairdryer.
Excuse me?
Yes.
From the back?
Yeah. Yeah. And instead of notifying the person under the hood, I ran then shouting from the door, then tried to snatch the hooded. Bear in mind, the hooded dryer has a neck, it has a little chin strap, as well as a drawstring. So that thing secure your head. I'm here trying to snatch. I'm running at the same time trying to snatch the hooded thing off this man's head, dragging him. I'm like, it's on fire, it's on fire. Bro springs up from the chair trying to fight for his life. I'm running now. I've eventually come back because I'm like, oh, for better, for worse, isn't it? So I actually have to help him because if he catches on fire, actually it's me that's impacted. Someday I dash the hairdryer on the floor and I run again. At this time, we're both running. So now I ain't got no hairdryer. Only problem is I have a pixie.
You need a hairdryer. I
need the hairdryer. See, now I don't know what to do because now I need to get a hairdryer. But I know that even if I get a new hairdryer, because of this traumatic experience, I'm not going to want to use it.
So is it the hood thing that you attach to the... so you attach the a silver thing. So my issue... Wait, actually. One... You left him to die. I just need to.
He said you ain't got no survival skills. I was like, I know how to survive. I just I don't know how to let the others survive.
You said I gotta bring you along.
I said I gotta put me first, Lucius. And that's how shit went. There, you're my husband. And
you went to fend for yourself.
Let's not burn that pretty face. Come. I'm there trying to yank the hooded thing with the chin strap off his damn head. There's flames coming out. I know Chooks and Chica ran somewhere. I know them bitches ran.
They smelled that bitch when it started to steam up.
They said they were in sight. Last time I saw them calling out the wardrobe like an hour later. Like, is it safe? Flames out of the hairdryer, Christiana.
So that is my issue with hooded hairdryers. And someone leave it in the comments because I suspect the design of this. I think they're more hood. Like those type of fires from those hairdryers than we know about.
Of course.
Because the heat impacts, you got to think, not all, because obviously when you look at the back of your hairdryer,
yeah.
Because one day I was looking at it thinking, how does this contraption work kind of thing? Or like, it will suck in, if you hold it the wrong way, it will suck in your hair, right? So I'm like, oh, it's drawing in air and it has to release.
Yeah.
Whenever you put the hood on it, not all the air's releasing, it's impacted. Right, so the heat from this side, it's just heating.
Combustion.
Something's good. Right, you get it.
And that's why I saw orange flames. They weren't even like a little orange flame coming out of this hairdryer.
Hitting the oxygen, saying hi.
I said, first of all, I run. I just don't think I'll look good with burns. I got nothing much to offer. I'm a bad person by nature, okay? Please, listen, the small crime I have, let me preserve it. Husband, you've lived your life.
He's your age, bro.
He's my age. But he's 2 months older. That cat's a scion. Those 8 weeks, those extra 8 weeks he had ahead of me, what did you do? You were doing something, you were experiencing life, I didn't. Then I had to run back because I'm like, actually, I love you.
You can't die here.
But then it has a chin strap. And that chin strap is strong. They need to make it a bit more easy. The time we were using to kerfuffle,
But where the
the hair
holes?
dryer was still on the floor burning. Complete fire. And you know what? On edge with the neighbours after the fish incident. So the last thing I need to do is set off the fire alarm for the entire building for the sprinklers to come on.
Hold on. When you threw it on the ground, the flames were coming out of it.
Who's putting it off? We unplugged that shit after it was across the room and they threw the plug with it. And I didn't pick that shit up until the next morning. I put it inside a bag that we disposed of. I wanted to make sure it's still wet or fine. I said I'm on edge with the neighbours. The last thing I need, these lot will call someone on us. And you know we're harbouring 2 illegal immigrants, aka the cats. It was just too much. But it proved to me that I am actually a bad person. Because I really said, I got to put me first, Lucian. But at the same time, you know when planes crash, they say put on your life jacket, for your oxygen mask first before you try and help anyone else. I can't help you if I'm burnt to crisp. That's my logic. I can't help you if I'm burnt to crisp.
God.
If my fingers is now ash, how will I help you take off this contraption on your head?
The poor boy.
The poor boy. I said, well, don't come back to my salon then. Go to auntie in the town centre.
Do you know
I
what?
can't be doing this shit.
Because you'll have a hooded dryer. Just sit under it. It'll
Just
be
sit on
fine.
it. So now I'm even scared. Like, what am I going to do with my hair? I've come here with no curl. Nothing. Because I'm like, I don't know when's the next time I'll be able to style my hair. So we're just going to have to do this.
Just get it from a Sainsbury's in the man.
What? The hair dryer? No.
Argos in a Sainsbury's.
Maybe I need the expensive one. That one was £15 from Queen's Hair Market.
Why did you do that?
In like 2000 and God knows what, 2009.
You took that from your mum's house, innit?
Yeah, I did. And she's got a hairdryer older than that.
See, that's the one thing about parents. They have a hairdryer from the 1970s in their house.
I said she used to use it on me as a toddler. That thing's still working. She took it with her. As we'll move, she took it with her.
Yeah, my mom has a 1970s hairdryer, like a cream. Now you know it's like an ivory now, kind of. Yeah,
and you know it was white.
Yeah,
it was bright
yeah.
white when she got it. Just aged
with the
colour.
fan on the side. Just
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that's the end of the week. I ain't got no hairdryer, just Nairobi mousse and hope and a do-rag. So yeah, there's that. My win of the week is... What is my win of the week? You know, my win of the week is...
You had a weekend with your bestie?
No, don't try and control my narrative. My win of the... What is my win of the week? Oh, my win of the week is that I've overcome my vintage addiction. I've restricted and limited myself, and I haven't bought anything in 2 weeks. A week and a half. But I'm really proud of myself because that app had me in a chokehold. But I'm just like, you know what? Rest, Steph. Every payday, you can look on there with your little allowance, your vintage allowance, and buy what you want. But you don't need to buy something every day. And I'm proud of myself for sticking with that. So yay me.
Yay.
This AC is killing. I don't even know if it's the AC or the hay fever, but something is fucking up my nose right now. But yeah, those are my L and wins of the week. But let's get into the main gist. As we said, over the weekend, we went on our first We Just Got Here road trip. And one thing I learned from this weekend is that we are indeed the Black Chuckle Brothers.
Oh my god.
Chaos. Mess.
We didn't stop laughing.
Literally.
Oh my god.
The funniest day this year. We are the Black Chuckle Brothers.
And as we said previously, when God sees us together,
he rubs his hands together. He rubs his hands together and says, "Oh, it's gonna be a day today." They bring out the big screen in heaven.
Come,
Jesus makes the popcorn.
Come, guys. Come,
They're out.
Go.
They're out. They're out.
Out and about.
They're out.
You dare left the studio.
You
to
dare
explore the outside world.
Let's start from the beginning of the day. So I had to wake up at the arse crack of dawn. We were on our way we had to go to Brighton, but there was apparently some kind of bike marathon.
Yeah, they were doing a
on.
bike ride, London to Brighton.
So we had to leave earlier. I've packed all my shit. Bear in mind, I'm not staying over, but I still had 2 large bags, very heavy, in the boot. I make my way over to Christiana's. Now, Christiana lives 20 minutes away. Fine. I now tell her that I'm outside. She's like, oh my God, you're outside. Bear in mind, I said I'm coming at 8:30. It's only 8:26. It's not a massive difference. This girl meets me butt naked at the door. Flings open the door and runs. I just see butt cheeks. I just see butt cheeks and I hear steps. Rapid steps. Running away from me. I'm like, fine. As I entered the house, immediately my vision starts to blur. Heat everywhere. I said, what are we cooking here? Is this a trap? Heat everywhere. She said to me, I'm trying to dry my clothes. I looked at her, I said, now? Are you not aware of the energy crisis that we're going through? It is in the middle of June. Smack bang in the middle of June.
That house was hot.
That house, heat rising from the floors. Hot. She tells me to take a seat. I go to this dark room. Curtains closed.
It's such a sex den.
It was such a... I said, this girl is trying to set me up. You're butt naked, by the way.
By the way, guys, you can now you already know my dynamic and how much I love her. I love one day, yeah. So I'll come to the door, butt ass naked. Remember, it's 8 o'clock, so it's bright. So I have to run before the neighbours see me butt ass naked.
Any witnesses see what she's about to do to me?
The curtains are drawn in the next room, but there's like R&B playing. I don't know if it's The Weeknd, something cheesy.
It was Beyonce's remix. It was that. What was it? The Wet Art remix of that Beyonce track that you hear on TikTok. So very slow and sensual.
Then obviously you've got the glow from the salt lamp. The fairy lights.
Fairy lights are on. She's got blackout curtains. There's only a crack, just a small crack that's letting in light so I can actually see.
And the love seat.
And the one love seat in the corner.
And then I've obviously offered her a drink. I was like, I can make some pastries
and
for
I
you.
said no. She said, I've got pastries. So you're trying to urge me to eat. I've got pastries for you. It felt like I was linking someone like I wasn't supposed to. You know them ones where you know something's going to happen, but like, you can't act like oblivious.
Yeah, you know that.
But you just came straight butt naked. It's like a guy meeting you in the box is like, nah, I was just chilling in it. Like, nah, it's calm. Like, we ain't got to do nothing. We ain't got to do nothing. I'm just hot in it.
I was cleaning my bathroom naked. Cleaning my bathroom before you came because I was like, she's not coming into this bando looking house that I have. Because remember, I've just moved in, so it's dusty as hell. I was like, this girl's not seeing this shit. And I said it to her. I was like, the thing about me and Steph is if we see a dirty house, we're not eating there again. We don't trust them to cook food. We're not doing that. So obviously I'm bar-ass naked. So I've quickly been like grabbing my breasts, run to the door, open the door, then quickly getting up the stairs, cheeks just slapping.
Cheeks just slapping. I'm here like this house is dark and warm. This is suspicious. This is suspicious.
Now I go upstairs, I get ready. I was like, I'm just going to wash. I'll be a minute. I was like 15. Come downstairs. Again, bar-ass naked. Then got dressed in front of her more or less.
I'm here looking at the fairy lights and you really thought you ate. There were nothing but me, fairy lights, a bowl of salt, a rug and a chair in that room and bags. Black bin bags.
Black bin bags full of clothes.
Full of clothes. I said, wow, she's really struggling with this adulthood, isn't she? Because she really thought the fairy lights were a priority. She said she thought she ate. She thought, I was just looking at her, I was like, this is just...
I need it to feel... Even though it's bando here, I need it to feel central in the evening. I need my house has to be like an R&B, sexy, central. And the thing is, yeah, the way I make up myself on this podcast, I'm actually not like that in real life. Like I am not a sex person, but I need it to feel sultry and smooth and soft.
Guys. It wasn't giving soft, but I see where you were going with that.
Giving red light just...
It was giving red light. I felt it was giving brothel. I felt like a client that was waiting. I felt dirty in that little love seat.
It smelled nice though. The house
did smell nice. But
clean.
it was incredibly warm. And
So,
I was
but
starting to get a headache.
You know this about
As
me.
in when we got outside to go to my car, I felt like
Every space I have occupied, it's been the same thing.
Anyway, it's your energy bill. It's your energy bill. That's all I'm gonna say. So fine. We're now on our way to the car. No, before we leave, I noticed a backpack with an orthopedic handle on it. I ignore it because I think, okay, she just needed anything to carry her stuff to this house. Then I see Christiana proceed to walk over to the bag and add some stuff in it. I'm like, fine, maybe it's her storage. Then she proceeds to zip it. And then I suddenly realize who the hell I'm dealing with here.
You know one thing about me? I'm going to carry a big bag.
An orthopedic bag. If you see this suitcase, you know what's even worse.
To be fair,
it's a backpack.
It's a backpack
that can turn into hand luggage because it's so bulky. And even then, it's one of those hand luggages that BA will deny because you can't put it under your seat. You can't even put it in the cabinet. It's so full. I said, where are you taking this? She's like, I'm taking it with me. It's my bag. This is a bag? How is this a bag if you have to drag it across the floor just to transport it? Because you can't put that shit on your back.
Yeah, you can.
You cannot, in how full it was, you could not carry that thing on your back and be okay.
I'd be okay.
Because even when we were in Brighton, they're struggling with the handle. That one, it wasn't even like, you know, like the normal ones where it has a double handle. You can hold the middle and the demure way. It's just one with that. It's just one with a bar. It's just one, and it's curved as well. So it's like you can't miss it. It makes such a scene in the worst way possible. It makes such a scene I'll find a picture and put it up for the people watching the visual. It's just a curve with a. It didn't make any sense whatsoever. So we carried this trunk. I don't even know what to call it. This piece of coal to the car, put in the boot. Cool. The journey begins. And we just got here fashion 20 minutes into the journey. We discovered that we're hungry.
No services to be found.
No, not a service to be found. We're driving like, we're actually hungry. And I need a coffee. Bear in mind, we're 20 minutes in. We're not even far. Nothing has happened. Nothing has called for food. But we've decided that we are hungry and we need a service station. Bear in mind, Brighton ain't even far like that. It was like 1 hour, 16 minutes. But 20 minutes in, we decided we were hungry. So now we're driving like, where's the service side, man? I was looking for a little M. You know, we see the M in the distance. You know, okay, there's food.
There weren't coming. We were looking.
We're there, driving. I think it was 40 minutes into the journey. We see a service station. Bear in mind, like I said, the journey's 1 hour, 16 minutes. We could have waited.
It's actually
waited until we got to Brighton. But we said our big back selves will carry ourselves to service. Now we finally see a service sign and we see all the M's, we see Bugger, we see Leon, we see Costa. We say, yeah, my time. We get there. We get to we decide that we're going to go to Leon.
Because, you know, we're healthy babes.
We're trying our best. We get to Leon. I look at the menu. I'm like, I'm not going to concern myself with what this girl's going to order because I know she's going to do something to try and piss me off. And I'm trying to have a good day.
Every time I order shit, this girl will open her wide mouth.
I saw the most disgusting thing on the menu and said she's going to order that to try and piss me off. And what did you do? You did not disappoint me. I saw it and I said, that is disgusting. She's going to order it.
Because it wasn't disgusting. What she's talking about, guys, is a watermelon matcha cooler.
Does that make sense to you?
It was banging. It was so nice. This girl was like, the minute I ordered it, of course you fucking
did. Because I saw it. I said, this makes no sense and sounds disgusting. She's going to order it. It was at the very bottom as well. So that means you had to go through the options. So he said, yeah, my time.
You must scan the whole menu. Anyway, guys. So we get our food, right? We ordered, and to be fair, we spent like £23 plus.
Yeah, no, we ordered food.
Our backs were so big.
As in 2 meals each and a drink.
Didn't need to.
We said, let's hold ourselves. We don't know what we'll see in Brighton. Well, that's like it's in another country, you know. It's down the road. But we said just in case.
Just in case. So on our way out.
Hey, God. On our way out as our innocent selves, trying to be good people in society for the day.
It's not funny. It's actually not funny.
It's funny, sorry.
So a lady was walking and just rolls.
It was an old lady.
It wasn't old. She was like
she was
60.
She was dressed like Sister Mary Jane.
She was dressed a lot older than she was.
She shops in Bon Marché. She's old.
She does shop in Bon Marché.
She does.
She was 60. She rolls in front of us.
When I say voodoo, I said, God, you are. I said that was God's first test.
One thing you can't do is fall in front of Stephanie. So obviously, me being the caring babe, I'm like, oh! Well, halfway caring, halfway panicked, because I'm like, are you okay? And she's obviously trying to hold on. Oh yeah, I'm fine. I think I'm fine. So she's got up, and I'm like borderline touching her.
But as she's getting up, what we forget is that the wind blows. The wind blows against her. So as she's getting up, palms on the floor, ass tooting up in the air, the wind blows her skirt over. I'm like, God, you are testing me. I just started walking to the car.
Somebody was like, you sure you're okay? And they walked. And I'm like, I'm still looking behind her saying, are you sure you're okay? Yeah, I'm fine. And she walked away. We've gone to the car in silence. Said, I'm not doing it. I can't look at you.
You can tell we're trying so hard to be good people. I couldn't even finish my sentence as I said, are you okay? Before I started walking, because I can't even stick to the script. I can't even act concerned right now. My lip is trembling.
I said, I'm not doing it. I can't look at you. I can't look at you. We got in the car. Steph was like, God is testing you.
Testing me. Why would you do? She already fell. Go down, lifted up her skirt too. Said, oh, you didn't laugh there? Bet. Button wind. And wind right now.
We would fail at every try not to laugh together. I can't look at you. I actually can't look at you.
My lip was trembling. Literally, I said, "Are you?" I just started walking. I said, "Stephanie, know your strengths and your capabilities. This is not one of them."
So cool. We get in the car. We get to Brighton. Fine. What happens then? I think we drove into then trying to find.
We discovered that there's no parking at the Airbnb that we went to because it's literally. We'll get to the Airbnb.
It's because it was a marathon as well. So all the roads are shut. There's not much parking. So finally, on our way there, we searched for parking, whatever. We found some. So okay, had to drive around, found a parking. Now Stephanie to park.
So let's just talk about it. Let's just get. I am not a great parker. I like to call myself an improviser. I make shit work. It may not be straight, but we'll be able to locate the car. Maybe not get into it, but it's parked. Now, I thought, okay, there's this one space. Bear in mind, the spaces are like this small. Remy's a big girl. The spaces are this small. As in, there was a space that they had the audacity to create next to us. That was literally half a car. The person will have to park with one car, one of the side of the car parked on the wall for it to fit.
And Remy's back is big.
Remy's back is big. Anyway, so I was like, oh, let's try and park with our Nyash. I kid you not. I had to try that bitch like 4 times.
Well, you're trying!
And bear in mind,
for it to be like this.
Remy has a camera, so it's showing me where to go. I'm refusing to look at the camera, just doing this. Like, am I hitting it? Am I hitting it?
Oh my God.
I'm refusing to look at the camera. There was cars waiting. I'm even getting angry at the cars because why are you waiting for? I didn't
Just
need the
go.
audience. Just be going.
Just be going.
Let me struggle with my corner. Don't try and wait for me. Just go past. As I'm giving you space, go. We're going to be here for a while. I'm there, scooting out, going in, scooting out, going in, scooting out, going in. We finally get in.
All to find Steph is parked like this.
I've parked like this. I don't know where I'm going.
And the front of the car's still out.
The front of the
when
car.
I say the amount of space you can see to Asia.
You could see
the gap.
to Asia in the gap. And I thought I came out all proud. Like, at least we did it. I came out. The car was like that. I said,
In all the mix of it, Stephanie had dashed her do-rag on the floor.
Our frustration.
Never realized do-rag was just hanging banging on the floor. I said, "Girl, do you not want this?" Like,
There was too much happening. I said, this is stressful.
so
I don't like long car rides.
So then she had to go back in. I had to get her to reverse back before and tap her when it was close. So cool, we get out. Now this girl, it's a 15-minute jolly walk. You know we're trying to get our steps in. This babe who was like, "Yeah, I want Uber." So we get in the Uber, and the man was he just.
We forgot when I opened the boot, and I forgot that the roof of the car park is low.
That's it.
So Chris had to stop. I was like, "Why are you touching the boot?" She's like, "Because it's gonna bash it."
The boot was coming up. The ceiling's here. I'm like, God, and the girl's just looking around like this.
I'm frustrated. I'm tired. I'm hungry.
I said, "Go! You're gonna mash up your back."
You know the fun. Should I say that? Tell you something funny.
What?
You know when I came back to my car to drive home, yeah. I opened the boot. I forgot it hit it. Cause I fell to my knees. I didn't even want to close the boot to see the damage. I fell to my knees. I just said, "Poof!" I said,
I don't want to look.
when we're driving on a normal day, you are cautious. Red triangle everywhere. You're telling me you couldn't see the roof? All the cameras that you have all over you.
Couldn't do a sensor. No sensor.
Take it easy. You just went poof. And looked at me. Now I'm on the floor. It's almost 11 p.m. in this strange car park.
Oh my God. Right. So Stephanie almost kills our man on our way out. We're in the hotel going through the doors.
Who did I kill?
The man that was coming in with the suitcases whose wife was waiting
outside.
Yes.
Yeah, I almost killed them. So my bad.
So we're going through those, those swing around about doors kind of thing. The man is carrying
suitcases struggling, and I'm trying to get through the door because I hate them doors anyway. So I don't really know my bearings. All I hear is kudoof. The man disappears. Guy, I said, I killed him. I literally said, I killed him. I killed him. We come out, we see the wife cracking up in the car because she has witnessed me literally blend her husband in that rotating door. All I heard was boom, and the man's head disappeared.
Oh my God. So then we order an Uber. Cool. This man comes and he was chatting. Oh my God.
Chatting. Meanwhile, I'm here witnessing diabolical scenes on the street.
The cheeks.
There is a lady, bless her. You see, sometimes, we can't always dress like how our friends are dressing. We must dress according to our body type. Why? Not because it offends the public, but it could be a crime. Indecent exposure. I'm here minding my business, trying to enjoy the scenery, when suddenly I spot a big pound of white flesh from the corner of my eyes. There is a lady, slightly rotund. Listen, I'm rotund too. Wearing what was probably supposed to be shorts. Nyash out. I said the two hanging.
The cheeks were long as well.
Long out. I know it wasn't intentional because this is a casual outfit. She's wearing trainers and a hoodie with it. Nyash out.
The cheeks were long like
her
our
more
tits.
petite friend is wearing a similar outfit, but clearly, I don't know what happened or who is around her. There are 3 people behind her, 2 men and 1 lady. And I can see them trying so hard not to look ahead that they are locked in their conversation, as in they're walking and looking at each other, not ahead at each other because of what is ahead. These lot are talking and laughing. They think I'm laughing at what they're laughing at. I said, guys, there is Nyash. Is no one seeing the pound of flesh roaming the streets of Brighton right now? The Uber driver says, yeah, there's a lot of that. Get used to that.
Yeah.
I said, this can put you on the sex offenders. What if there's children behind you? I can see the veins in your arse cheek. I can see the hyperpigmentation between your thighs.
That's one thing Stephanie said. She's like, the hyperpigmentation
I can see it. I said, that should be a kept secret. Ain't nothing wrong with little hyperpigmentation, but we should keep it a secret. Why am I seeing the insulin resistance on your body? I don't want to see it.
I can't stand you.
I don't want to see it.
So then me and Steph are trying to find it. So we get dropped off, right? And he's dropped us off. He kept on telling us where we're trying to go is taking us to a car park. So we're like, you know what? We'll find a way, cool. So me and Steph are now roaming the streets trying to find this place. Now, to be fair, we had been warned that this place was a bit hard to find. Now, lovely place.
You know the worst thing, yeah, is before we actually realised where it was, I walked past that alleyway and I said, I'd laugh if it's actually down here. Lo and behold.
Now, you walk through the alleyway, you go through a shisha lounge metal door.
Full blown, no. As in open. As in they open the cut. As in you have to walk past the customers to get up the rickety stairs to get to the Airbnb.
So obviously, at this point, now, my friend that had booked it, she was like, it's a lovely place. And I do trust her. So all I'm thinking is, I need to see what this place looks like. I just need to see what this place looks like. Because right now, I'm scared.
I'm on the app trying to see if I can adjust my parking times for earlier.
Because I'm like, it can't be here, surely. What is going to be
What
here?
is here?
It's like, and true, it's like stepping into Narnia. Because once you get out the rickety stairs,
You're in Mykonos.
you are when we walked in, textured walls like Mykonos.
Everything beige.
Earthy
Mykonos.
as hell.
I said this can't be legal.
Earthy as hell.
I said the council don't know about this. They don't know about this.
To be fair, it was wonky, but they fell into it. It's a stylized wonk.
Let's talk about the wonkiness. There were times where I was leaning forward. Not from my own will, but because our room was the worst. I'm sorry. That little corner where my bed was, literally, if you start Michael Jackson leaning forward. I said, how is this legal?
The thing is, and they fell into it, and that's what I like. See, when something's done, make it intentional. Do it with your chest. They call it the wonky house, and indeed it is wonky. When you're going upstairs, you're leaning. When we come into the room, Stephanie was leaning forward towards my bed. It was leaning. When you walk up the stairs, God forbid you're drinking or high. Drinking. You will.
And we were. As in, at one point, I was holding on to walls. I was just like, I don't know.
100%.
It felt like I had no control over my body.
Beautiful place, though. As I said,
beautiful.
Mykonos. There's a swing in there. Very
All
earthy. Just gorgeous place. Again, the wall was like a lime wash textured vibe. It was lovely. Decor, great. But boy, you definitely know the shisha bar owners. They own that bitch.
They own that. They tried to even give themselves an official company name. I was like, I know it is you downstairs.
when you
Rakeem,
see their flower wall, their nature wall, the plastic nature wall.
Definitely came from the shisha bar.
Right.
I said, you lot didn't even try and hide it. Or
you
even
literally
separate
said, I know a great place for decor. A great place.
You see this little leaf wreath over the door. See the vision.
See the vision. It's giving Greece.
Tropical meets Brighton.
So cool. So we then decide I need to go get earrings, and my friend needs to go and get Lauren needs to go get her eyebrows done. So we just we go down the road. The girls walk ahead. I don't know what me and Stephanie are doing, cackling in the back.
Chuckle Brothers takes Brighton, just cackling in the back, down the high street.
Fine.
Oh no, we went to go look for food as well.
Yeah, because we were spotted, obviously, our big backs.
Yeah. We saw Popeyes at the top of the hill, like a Hollywood sign.
So the girls are trying to scout for the place to get my earrings and to do her eyebrows. We're scouting for food.
Yeah.
On brand, right? So we're there, all of a sudden, I feel a weight on me. Now, by the way, guys, my hair was curly. I'm doing curly girl in Brighton. I felt a weight on me. And I heard a splat.
I heard the splat.
I stopped. I said, Stephanie. Like this. Stephanie. A bird shot on me.
And
Stephanie she's like, what? I said, because the thing is, I am jovial as hell. But I was so serious.
and calm. I was so confused. People around us were looking at us confused. I was like, I don't see no bad shit.
Stephanie turned around. She's like, no, there's not.
I stopped. I saw what was a misassassination from Cedric the Seagull's cousins. And that's why I said it's good to mind your business. Because what did I say in the previous episode? I said they will come back for you.
For those that aren't aware of the previous episode, one day I was in Peckham. I saw a seagull try to attack a pigeon, And I said, not on my watch. So I ran to the seagull to disrupt it. Lo and behold,
His cousins.
I went to the wrong ends. I went to the seagull's
You
ends.
went to their headquarters. Brighton's their headquarters. Brighton is the seagull's headquarters. You went there and said, yeah, I'm here. And they said, bet.
They said that one.
They tried to take you out like Trump. It was literally a misassassination.
So then I was like, thankfully we're across the road from Boots. I said, Stephanie. And I told Lauren, who was in front of us, I called her. I was like, a bird shot on me. And she was like, no, you can wash it off. I said, go. I am not moving from this here point. This stuff is coming off me now. So luckily the girls were nice. Right, to the cocoa.
Running there like Chuckle Brothers. We need white wipes.
We go to H&M, come back. Obviously, I'm traumatized. We cool. We go back to the Airbnb, get ready. So me and Steph get ready. Now it's time to go to this party. Me and Steph are the most unserious people because now we've broken away from the rest of the team. So everyone, like, there's like 6 people and we're like in twos. And me and Steph are right at the back.
Right.
Like the lost puppies.
Chuckle Brothers.
Just kiki ka. Now, obviously, you can tell we were both a bit intoxicated. And now I have seagull trauma. I was ducking and diving.
We are walking. This girl is ducking, and at any sight of a white wing, she's on the ducking.
Now remember, guys, I'm not stable on my feet either.
And I'm here drunk as hell. So I'm trying my best to even keep upright. This girl's ducking and diving. I'm here trying to keep myself up whilst dying. This girl is ducking like there's grenades. It's a seagull. In her breast frock, bodysuit, jeans and all, ducking. And these seagulls at this point, they're bullying you.
They were bullying me.
Cedric said, get her.
Brighton is their place. So you know how long I was ducking and diving for. So it's like, there's a whole 15 minutes of us just
walking.
And me doing, Anyway, we get to the venue, right, of the party. And the party's a good party, to be fair. It was what looked like an old church, and they tried to style it, and it is a great, like, it makes sense that it's a live music venue. I walked through the venue, and I said, "Oh, we missed a room. We must have."
No.
We walked back. I said, "Oh, excuse me, is there another room?" She was like, "No." I said, "Oh, okay, cool. Let's go to the front where we join everyone." Then Stephanie decided she wanted to quench her thirst.
Can't have a little drink again. Apparently it's a crime in a party where there's a bar.
45 minutes!
We stood there. People that we could have given birth to, barging us like tissue on the floor. Barging us.
When I say they basically ripped around Stephanie's head, slapped her, kicked her.
Kicked me to get to the front. I said, I could be your mum. I can legit give birth to, like, I could be your mummy. I could be your mum.
The children were climbing over her like rabbits. Just
I said I could have
like
given
squirrels.
birth. I said, you children like you that I normally beat, you're climbing over my head to drink alcohol that you're probably not even legal to drink. I said, where am I?
I said to this girl, now Steph will tell me about, oh, not every day VIP. I said, Stephanie,
you see that day? Oh.
And the thing is, when I'm mad, Stephanie knows because I'm quiet. I'm just sitting here. I can't even look her in the eye. I said, I never want to hear you tell me about VIP because this.
You could hear children trying to draw each other.
Everywhere!
So what's your name? Then I said,
Anyway, guys. So, in the party now. Our babe does her signature move. We are all about, it's probably like 2 hours in, right? We got there around 6. The ting does finish at 10. Babe says, Chris, I'm going home. From Brighton. Now, Steph had decided she was going to stay with me. Chris, now, let's explain what the process of going home was.
Okay, so I knew I had the key in my bag because someone decided to make me the key keeper, knowing I'm the serial runaway.
Yeah,
Because if I didn't have that key, I would have been running down that beach to my car.
Oh my God,
I
an
would have
hour
been
in.
running.
You would have
An
gone
hour
so
in.
early.
But I said, you know what? The urge to go home is too strong. I must go. I can't do this anymore. I can't. Okay? I've been standing here sipping my drink, trying to act like I'm comfortable. I'm uncomfortable. So, in order to get home, what I had to do was take an Uber back to the Airbnb, grab my stuff, take another Uber to the hotel, put my stuff in there, then take another Uber back to the party to give Chris the key. And I did it. It took me all of 40 minutes, but I did it. That just shows you how dedicated I am to going home. One thing about me, I'm gonna go home. So in the process of that, I didn't tell anyone, but I actually stacked it in the car park. I fell on my hands and knees, got up, heard the weird noise, ended up running up the car ramp. You know the ramp that you take to go from like the first one to say, I ran up there like this, knee scuffed, with my bags. I put it in there. Then I got lost in the hotel, ended up going downstairs to the sauna room, had to ask the cleaner. It was just a lot.
By this point, I'm calling this babe because the party did done, and I'm like, girl, the girls want to go home, and you got the key.
My bad, I'm getting the Uber
I'm
now.
in 3 minutes.
And these times I hadn't even ordered the Uber, you know. I was
know.
outside that hotel like, please, someone take me, please.
When she said 3 minutes, she's like, I promise it's a 3-minute drive. I said, that's 15 at least, please.
I literally, when the Uber came, I saw how many minutes. I said 6 minutes. I said, I've already 5 minutes into my 3 minutes. I said, just go, sir. And the thing is, I didn't know where I was. I didn't know what exactly location. I said the stairs. So I took a picture of somewhere called Biston Court, but it wasn't coming up on the maps. So I said, just stop me at that stairs there, but there was the wrong stairs. I said, drive down a bit to the next stairs. I said, you dropped me there, and I was just standing there. I was like, I hope this is the right one. I just wanted to go home.
I came up, ran up, and got the key. So that was our outing, guys. We're going to plan another one to give you a debrief because I've never laughed like that in my life.
Perhaps we'll vlog it.
Yeah, it was the most unserious thing. Also, we might have looked very antisocial.
Yeah, we probably did because we were in our own world.
We were actually, it was like a love story between me and Steph, just cackling. And because I go to the party so much, there are facial expressions that no one has ever seen on my face before. The way I cackled, insane. Anyway, let's go on to Reddit Realness quickly because, guys, we're running out of time. Reddit Realness. My husband couldn't stop laughing when he saw me naked. My husband hasn't seen me fully naked in 2 years. I'm extremely insecure about my body since I gave birth. The insecurity about my body did start even before I was pregnant. I was gaining weight and I was uncomfortable with my tummy fat. Anyways, my husband hasn't seen me fully naked in the light in a really long time. When I shower, I always make sure that I lock the door. I always change my clothes fast. During sex, the lights have to be off and I always keep my shirt on. My body looks terrible. My pre-pregnancy weight was 157 pounds and I'm 5'1". Currently, I'm 130 pounds. My goal weight is 110. My arms are still flappy and the mum pooch won't go away. My stomach is saggy and fat. If I lean over, my stomach fat hangs. I went to the doctor and they told me the only way to correct my stomach is a tummy tuck. I'm scared to get a tummy tuck as it's an invasive surgery and I felt like I was dying when I had my C-section and I heard a tummy tuck is much worse. Not to mention it's expensive. But I do know getting a tummy tuck will make me feel confident in my body again. This morning, my husband saw me fully naked. He couldn't stop laughing when he saw me. I was so embarrassed. He told me he didn't mean to laugh, but he just hasn't seen me naked in such a long time and doesn't know why he laughed. I don't believe that. I think he thinks I look ugly. He literally couldn't stop laughing and he even teared up while he was laughing.
I don't think he was laughing because he thinks your body's terrible. I think he was laughing out of shock or excitement that he's finally gotten to see you naked after 2 years. Like, as much as like we let's give men credit, they do. I'm sure most men understand that your body does change with pregnancy. You just carried a whole human being. I think it's more of your insecurity making you translate what happened into something negative. I think it was just a shock of seeing someone naked, like how I saw you naked. Well, I was even shocked. That's the worst thing.
Yeah,
I'm used to my abuse, but I think it was more out of shock and surprise rather than something negative. And like, girl, embrace your body. Like, I know it's so easy to say that. I know we all have insecurities, but girl, he loves you. If it was, if that was the issue, I'm sure, like these other men, he would have said something or done something or left. I'm sure he's understand that your body has changed.
And also, girl, he's seen your body.
Yeah.
You've been lying in the same bed.
Like,
girl, don't worry about that. All that lights off, you're only doing it for yourself, baby.
You think you can't see your stomach through your shirt? You think you can't see the arms? You're not hiding it. You're not hiding it. Only in your head you think you're hiding it. He's seen it. So walk around naked, looking like a cherub if you want. I do it. Walk around after about even bloated as hell. Walking around naked, I don't care. Because this is the body that God gave you.
And it works for you.
Exactly.
It's like sometimes you've got to appreciate our body for what it does. It serves us. It's carried a whole human being onto this earth.
Exactly.
Like give it. And also, you've even said you've lost weight since before you were pregnant. Girl, it's all a process. It is actually a process. Like, love on yourself a bit more and just accept yourself a bit more. Do you know what I mean? If you want to work on it, work on it. Obviously you do. So, but you need to stop being so harsh with yourself because, and I know it's easier said than done, but don't feel like he's laughing at you. I too would be shocked if I hadn't seen my partner naked for years.
Exactly. A bit of titty after 2 years.
He probably excited. He probably wanted to
love
fuck. Girl,
enjoy it.
he probably horny. He probably said, now. But then when you reacted like that, he was like, do you get what I mean? So it's all right, girl. Adult finds of the week.
Yes, real quick. My adult find of the week this week is a restaurant called Hera in Stratford. I went there for my husband's birthday. Really, really nice Mediterranean food. Lovely decor and ambience. And honestly, everything we ate, 10 out of 10 slapped. So highly recommend. My
adult find of the week is the cookie cup from M&S. It's a new M&S product. It's literally a cookie in the shape of a cup, filled with like a chocolatey dessert, or they've got like a cheesecake vanilla kind of dessert, depending on what flavor you choose. Wondrous, very, very chewy, very, very sweet, very just Moorish and decadent. I think it's around £2.80. Yeah.
Cool. And that brings us to the end of this show. So what am I going to do? I'm going to quickly beg, guys, if you're watching this and you're thinking, how can you reward us? How can you say thank you for giving us the laughs? Feel free to click the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description box and donate as much or as little as you want. If you're watching on YouTube and you enjoyed this episode, give us a thumbs up, like, comment. Let us know what you thought about our road trip. Where should we go to next? Let us know your suggestions. Or talk about a road trip that you went on with your friend that was disastrous.
Or have you ever been shot on by a seagull?
Yeah. That's one too. Let us know. If you are watching or listening on Spotify or Apple and you enjoyed this episode, give us a 5-star rating, not a 4.9, not a 4.8, but a 5-star. Even if you don't think we're 5-star show, we'll get there. So help us. You can find us on We Just Got Here Pod on Instagram, We Just Got Here Podcast on TikTok, and WJGH Podcast on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Steph Chigbu. Where can they find you, Tia?
On Instagram, you can find me at Tia Honey Roberts, and all other socials at MSTIA Roberts.
And that's a wrap, guys. We'll see you on Monday.
Week. Bye.
Bye.